There are 6 phases to complete shot put throw. We're going to focus on step 4 and 5, which is the transfer phase and then the delivery phase. Alright, so you already have dorsiflexion. Your knee and your hip are flexed. You could increase that a little bit more, but it's good to start with. Your shoulder is abducted and your arm or your elbow is flexed with wrist extension. However, when you hold the shot put out here, you're increasing the moment, which decreases the mechanical advantage. So in order to increase the mechanical advantage, you want to decrease the moment and hold the shot put against your sternocleidomastoid. So try that. You want to have knee and hip flexion on your back leg, good. Hold it against your sternocleidomastoid and give her a throw. So compared to your previous throw, you're going to need to decrease the angle at which you release. So the optimal angle of release is 42 degrees. Since we're inside, we don't need to take into consideration external factors, but if we were outside, you'd have to take into consideration headwind and tailwind. And also, the shot put would be a lot heavier, it's 7.2 kilograms. So you would have to put in a lot more force to get it further. And you would also have to take into consideration the gravity that is acting down on the ball. If you were to release it at 42 degrees, it's going to be a lot harder to throw it further than if it was a lower angle. If it's higher than 42 degrees, it's going to be even harder to throw it at a further angle, so you're going to need greater force in order to get the distance that you want. Alright, Brody, so from what we've told you thus far, let's see how you have improved from the beginning to now. Okay, so you can go ahead and take your time, and let's see what you can do. When you have hip flexion and knee flexion, alright, can you show me that? Perfect. Alright, so right now you're loading your muscle up. So when you actually do the throw, you want to continue through and you want to push through the shot put and you want to bring the back leg back and follow through so that you keep your momentum going all the way forward, pushing that ball as far as it can go. Okay, so let's see that. At that previous one, what we want to improve is we want to improve the momentum going forward. So when you load your muscles on your back leg, can you just show me that? Good. Alright, when you come forward, this arm is going to be out forward. You want to rotate around the transverse axis, and you want to pull this arm to the side when you come forward to increase the speed of your throw. And when you're loading that back leg, when you come through, you're going to first rotate your hips, then your shoulders. When you come through, you're going to pull your arm to the side, and as you throw, you want your momentum to keep going forward, so you're going to bring that back leg and push right through the throw. Okay, so let's see that.
Right, we're improving, son. Alright, son, so practice is just about coming to an end. It looks like you've made progress. So again, we're going to make sure, we'll set you up for one final throw, make sure everything's good. So
alright, just to recap. So we're going to make sure that your knee and your hip are flexed, your ankles in dorsiflexion. All your weight is on that back leg to load those muscles in order to get all your momentum going forward. Make sure you want to have a smaller moment, which will increase your mechanical advantage. So you want to have the ball right against your sternocleidomastoid. Good. Your arm forward so that when you rotate, your arm's going to rotate around the transverse plane. Your back leg from that loading is going to go forward, and you want all your momentum going forward. You want to release at a projectile of about 42 degrees. That's optimal. Again, it's going to change based on the external factors. And you want to make sure that all your momentum goes forward in order to get the distance that you're going for.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah. Take everything she just said and give it all you got, son.
All right,
One shot.